Everyone saw it, but no one could believe it. The crowded school hallway fell silent, as if the air had been sucked out of the building. Time slowed. A girl no one ever noticed, a girl who barely spoke a word all year, had just done the unthinkable. She made a bully scream. Not with words. Not with rage. But with one calm, fluid motion that ended in a loud crack, the kind that sent shivers down your spine and made you question everything you thought you knew. This is the story of Lena, shy, quiet, and invisible. Until the day she wasn't. Lena never stood out. She liked it that way. In a world where noise got attention and attention got you hurt, silence was her shield. Every day, she sat in the back row of class, head down, hoodie up, sketching quietly in her notebook. No one knew what she drew. No one asked. She walked the halls like a ghost, present but unnoticed. Until one day, someone did notice. Savannah and her friends were the queens of the school. Loud, pretty, cruel. They wore confidence like perfume, strong and impossible to ignore. And they hated anyone who didn't bow to them. Especially someone like Lena, who didn't even look at them. To Savannah, that was defiance. She thinks she's better than us, Savannah sneered one afternoon, standing by the lockers with her usual audience. She's just weird, one of the other girls laughed. Let's teach her a little respect. It started small. A shove in the hallway. A spilled bottle of ink on her sketchbook. Mocking laughter when she opened her lunch and found it replaced with garbage. Lena didn't react. That was her way. No eye contact. No complaint. No tears in front of them. At home, though, it was different. Her mother would gently place a warm bowl of soup in front of her as Lena sat silently at the table. Her little brother would tell her stories about his day, trying to make her laugh. And her father, once a judo coach before a back injury, would say only one thing as he passed by. Remember, strength isn't loud. It's quiet. Controlled. Lena had been training with her father since she was 7. Not because she wanted to fight, but because he believed she needed to know how. Not for tournaments. Not for belts. But for the moment she might need it most, when no one else was there. Lena didn't know if she was ready. But her father did. That day, the halls buzzed with noise, as usual. Students moved in every direction. Teachers closed doors. Phones lit up. And Lena, as always, walked alone, heading to the art room. But this time, Savannah stepped into her path. "Hey, freak," she snapped, grabbing Lena's hoodie and yanking her backward. I said hey. Lena's heart pounded. Her sketchbook dropped to the floor. She froze. "I'm talking to you." Savannah's voice rose. Before Lena could move, 2 more girls flanked her, trapping her in place. Then Savannah did something no one expected, she grabbed Lena by the collar with both hands and shoved her against the lockers. And something inside Lena snapped. Not in anger. Not in panic. In focus. Her father's voice echoed in her mind. Quiet. Controlled. In one breath, Lena reached up, not wildly, not fearfully, but with precision. She twisted Savannah's wrist outward and stepped to the side. Crack. The scream that followed was loud enough to stop time. Savannah dropped to the floor, cradling her arm. One of the other girls lunged forward, but Lena caught her by the elbow and, with a perfect Kotegaeshi grip, redirected the force and flipped her over her shoulder. The third girl backed away, stunned. It was over in 10 seconds. The hallway was completely silent. Then came the phones. Every angle. Every stunned face. Every whisper. "Did you see that? That shy girl just wrecked Savannah. She broke her wrist." Lena stood in the center of it all, her hoodie slightly shifted, her breathing steady. Her eyes didn't look angry. Just calm. She picked up her sketchbook from the ground and walked away. That video went viral before the last bell rang. Within hours, people started calling her the Judo girl. Messages flooded her inbox. The same students who never spoke to her now stared in awe. Even the teachers were speechless. The bullies didn't return to school for a week. But Lena didn't smile about it. She wasn't proud of what happened. Not in the way people thought. She didn't want fame. She didn't want revenge. She just wanted peace. And for the first time in a long time, she had it. Over the next few weeks, something strange happened. More quiet kids started walking taller. A girl from year 7 asked Lena if she could learn that wrist thing. A boy who used to be picked on started coming to school with a judo gym bag. Even the teachers started noticing students standing up for each other more. Lena's world didn't change because she fought back. It changed because she stood up, without yelling, without hate, and without becoming what they were. The final scene of the video showed Lena leaving school, the sunset painting the sky in orange and gold. She held her sketchbook close to her chest. A new drawing peeked out from between the pages, a girl, standing alone, but unafraid. Because sometimes the quietest people carry the loudest strength. And sometimes, breaking a wrist is how you finally break free. Moral of the story. You don't have to be loud to be strong. You don't have to fight to win. But when the moment comes, be ready. Know your worth. Stand your ground. Even the quietest voice can change the world when backed by the power of self-respect and inner strength.